Well, along with entertainment, Las Vegas is also known as the wedding capital of the world. But for the past year, COVID-19 has crushed the wedding business here in town, forcing thousands of cancellations and unleashing a really disastrous domino effect on all the businesses that feed into that industry. News 3's Chloe Beardsley joins us now with a look at how some chapels are finding creative ways to bring in business.
Trust me, planning a wedding in a pandemic isn't ideal, but beyond that, we are approaching Valentine's Day, normally a very popular time of year to get married or engaged, but today celebrations of love in this town just don't look the same.
Jody Harris calls herself the CEO of fun here in Las Vegas.
Everybody's together, they're celebrating.
Her mantra is bringing people together.
I want to put smiles on people's faces.
Her business, Sight and Sound Events, is a one-stop shop for creating all types of parties.
I'm in the social gathering business, not the social distancing business. As you can see, tripods, road cases.
But as she shows us around, we get a glimpse of what was a happy time. Memories of large gatherings galore, now replaced with equipment stacked on shelves collecting dust since COVID hit.
My company has been in business for 25 years. If you would have told me something like this was going to happen, it's not even in my wildest dream.
Tens of thousands of weddings in Las Vegas have been postponed or canceled due to COVID-19, starting with Nevada shutting down all non-essential businesses back in March of 2020, including anything nuptial. This sharp decline only tells part of the story in Clark County. Just over 54,000 total marriages in 2020 compared to nearly 72,000 the year before.
We're at 80% of loss of business.
With little help from COVID relief funding.
I still worry that I hope that we're going to make it.
A pandemic landslide of income loss this past year to many in the wedding industry.
It's more impacting the DJs, the photo booth companies, the videographers, the people that thrive on the larger events.
Jason Whaley's photo booth business has nearly come to a stop.
We're running at about 5% right now, simply because with gathering size restrictions, all our employees unfortunately have been furloughed.
April, one of the most popular months to get married in Clark County, saw a daily average of only 10 marriages in 2020, compared to a 327 daily average in 2019.
Well, I've been doing this since I was 10 years old.
Even Elvis had a tough time remembering the last time he worked.
You focus on so much time on accomplishing your dream and you just go all in, so to speak. We were told to stay home and flatten the curve. And that originally was supposed to be 2 weeks, but then it just obviously went on. Here we are almost a year later.
There's also lost revenue from international visitors.
If you did 20 weddings in one day, maybe 5 of those weddings would be people from the United States.
Take Bruce to be a lawfully wedded husband.
But leave it to Las Vegas to get creative. Mini-monies are now becoming a thing.
Mini-moni or micro-moni is basically just a small wedding. It's anywhere from 2 to 10 people.
The wedding industry is doing a pivot, making weddings work in a pandemic. Smaller, socially distant, and masked up. MGM Resorts offering a wide variety of small ceremony spots to celebrate in style.
We've also offered webcasting, which is something we've always offered, but it's really become very popular lately.
Caesars Entertainment Properties also say they have options for mini-monies, with Valentine's Day celebrations starting at $700, with an emphasis on safety and following strict health protocols.
To start, I'm going to be ready in 4, 3, 2. This here is an open style setup.
Jason's idea of pandemic pivoting is restructuring the look of his photo booth, allowing for more space and virtual options. Charlotte Richards, a legend in the love business, has spent nearly 62 years working at the iconic Little White Wedding Chapel, known for small gatherings. Despite the slowdown in ceremonies, she says love is still in the air.
Love bears all things. Love never fails.
Meanwhile, for Jody, while the gatherings look different, she's taken the music outdoors in 2021, DJing for drive-up parties and scaled-down ceremonies like petite parties. But here, you'll still find plenty of smiles, just covered under a mask at times. And at this rate, she's just hopeful 2021 will be a better year.
It's looking promising for my line of work.
That optimism is starting to show up in numbers. In January 2021, 4,306 marriages were reported in Clark County, only down 395 from January 2020 before COVID struck Nevada. I'm Chloe Beardsley, News 3.